Yeah, I mean, I think it was a little bit of a surprise, just because of being a captain up in Minnesota, some of the things I was able to do off the field there, and being I think I was the head coach and GM's first signing in free agency, 4 years ago. But understand that it's a business, and understand the opportunity that I have here to come in with. I think all of you guys know the arrow is pointing up here, and so I'm just really hopeful that I can come in and make sure that the arrow continues to point up and do whatever I can to play that part as well.
What were your initial thoughts of just joining the Jets and just this defensive line room?
Yeah, actually, Kevin O'Connell, when he told me I was being traded, kind of talked up what's happening here and gave me a little bit better understanding. It's been a few years since I've kept up with the AFC East news. I used to play, in Buffalo for 4 years, and I've just known how much this city wants to win. And I've known that for a long time. I've known about Jets fans for a long time, playing against these guys twice a year for 4 years. And, man, like I said, you just could feel the optimism amongst the players, the staff, the new wave of people that are coming in here. And so, like I said, I'm just really excited. Initial shock. And then once I got to kind of decipher and peel back the layers of the onion, I was like, this is going to be a great opportunity.
What did Kevin say specifically about the Jets?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, number one, who I get to play alongside. We've got some unbelievable talented people on this defense, young linebackers who have proven themselves directly next to me in Mr. Williams. It's just there's a lot of fun things going, and, the pieces are all starting to come together. AG calls, as a defensive head coach, been a few years since I had one again, all the way through our whole staff. I was with Eric Washington, the defensive line coach, back in Buffalo. So there's just so many parallels, and I'm a very solid Christian man, a follower of Jesus, and so knowing that this is where God's calling me to be right now, that's all the answers I need.
You watch Detroit kind of rise here in
Yeah.
North, right? And AG obviously entering things on the offensive side as well. What did you think of the process when you're watching from Minnesota, how they got better and better?
Yeah, it's a gradual thing. You're not, Rome didn't fall in a day kind of a thing. So I believe that he has the blueprints of how it's done. There's other players on this team who have been a part of quote unquote rebuilds, if that's what people call it. But I think that what's been really cool here is there's still an established foundation of players that have been here already. That this isn't a rebuild, right? There's already a foundation set here, and it's what pieces can we add? How can we come together as a team in a short time to go out there and try to accomplish something big?
Can you speak about the overall talent on the defensive line? I mean, you've been asked about Quinn, but how about the guys on the edge too? Will McDonald, Richard Meade.
Like I said, young players that have a lot of flash, players that I hope that some of my veteran leadership can help out. I think one of the qualities that I can bring to a defensive line room is the intellectual side of the game. And oftentimes I'm able to anticipate a play before it happens, or repeat formations. And so if I'm in a huddle, I see a personnel grouping or something that I've seen before, I can let the guy know next to me, hey, you're going to get a slip block here. Hey, watch this reach. Hey, they're going to come back to that bounce G that hit us in this. And some of those things allow players to play a little faster and a little more free. But they've got all the talent in the world. I mean, it's fun to be a part of guys that are going to be demanding double teams and pulling the slides off of guys and all that stuff. So I'm excited to get out there and start practicing.
You talked about the rebuild, whatever you want to call it. What does it tell you that they went to get you about where they're at now?
Well, I don't want to put labels on anything like that, I guess. But I would say this is a win now mindset. We are a great football team. I think that it's been clear from the time that I've got here, and just looking up and down the roster. Even I got an iPad 3 days ago. I've been watching some of these practices, these captain practices. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle there. Every season is completely different, and you need to find ways of how you all come together. It's not always the most talented team that wins football games. I think it's the most connected team that wins football games. And I just was walking with a rookie down the hallway, and I asked him, "What do you think the best thing about the Jets is? I'm new here. What's our secret sauce?" And he said, "How great the people are." And I think that's the people and the football are probably the two most important things in this sport.
You played against them last year up in London. With Rodgers, obviously, was such a big attraction. What was your perception of them then?
I wanted to sack Aaron Rodgers. Did that. That was fun. But no, they're coached well. They played really physical up front, and it's nice to be on their side. I know we'll have a lot of fun battles here in practice, but again, a lot of those same franchise cornerstone pieces are still here, and they deserve the right to say they're ready to win.
How challenging will it be? You didn't get training camp or any preseason time with this team. How challenging is it for you to be ready for week one?
I don't know what I don't know. Like I said, I just got the playbook. It actually didn't work. I had to get a new iPad to get it all dialed in. But yeah, I went over a few installs today. Like I said, I do pride myself on like the intellectual side of the game. So hopefully, I'm not a guy that's doing MEs and MAs. I can get the playbook down pretty well. But I don't even have it all yet. I haven't even gone through it all. So it's definitely a baptism by fire. But I hope you can feel the excitement and the optimism I have about this team.
No idea at all. So honestly, once I found out that day, it was kind of just a whirlwind of things. I had to make sure my wife and kids were straight. So they're kind of at home, still packing up now. Getting a lot of stuff done. But there's nothing but excitement from our household.
After the trade happened, did you talk to Aaron Glenn sometime after that? Like, what were
yeah, we definitely hopped on a call, and he was excited to get me over, and I'm excited to get over here. So we're just ready to kind of get rolling.
What had been your role there, Cleveland?
Pretty much the role of any other D tackle there. Get there, attack, penetrate, pass rush, the whole nine.
How do you think you can help these guys?
Pretty much in the same aspects. I feel like there's a great defense over here, and I'm kind of just wanting to add my little bit of spice that I have and trying to make a great thing even greater just by kind of being here.
What's your early impression of this group? You get into a room with Quinn Williams, Adam Harrison, Phillips.
Yeah, I just got out of my first meeting here, and I can just tell that there's a lot of excitement kind of building in the room, and coaches are fired up, players are fired up to be here, and it's just a really, really welcoming environment for someone like me.
What's your initial thoughts of this Aaron Glenn in general?
Yeah, he's a great dude. Obviously my first time meeting him was pretty much 3 days ago, but yeah, from everything I've heard about him, everything I've learned from talking to him, he's a great guy, very personable, and he understands what he's doing because I'm here. So
You know Sauce at all from your?
Yeah, we played together. I transferred in the middle of 2020, so I was there for pretty much the end of that. I think they were in the Peach Bowl season. Then we played a full season together following.
What's it been like seeing him have the success he's had in the NFL?
It's been awesome, man. Anytime you see a guy that's you've seen go out there and work every day, and it's paying dividends for him, it's kind of awesome to see.
Pretty good.
What were your thoughts on just Quinn and being a teammate and line mate?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. He's obviously a baller, so it's definitely awesome to be able to get here and be able to learn from another experienced veteran, another vested veteran that actually has a lot to give. So it's nothing. I'm nothing but thankful for the opportunity.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you all.